And this is the topic of today. I call it transforming your life with 6 keystone habits. Okay, and it's relaxing topic. There are some keywords here. Okay, about transforming. That's the first one, and the keystone habits. So keystone habits is the habits that we can use to transform our life. Okay, that's basically what the topic's implying. I like to start off with this slide. So if you look at this picture, you may noticing that there are 2 groups of people. Okay, the first group is the monks who walk on the highway, and the second group of people is the lay people, ordinary people who walk, in the local street. And these 2 groups of people are walking toward the same journey, the journey of peace, the journey of happiness. And at the end, as you can see, okay, in the eyes of Buddhism, the ultimate goal of life is called the supreme peace or supreme happiness, or the technical term is called Nibbana in Pali or Nirvana in Sanskrit. Both groups of people are walking toward the same direction, to one day hopefully to arrive at the place called Nibbana. Is the ultimate peace. This is something that many people kind of misunderstanding, that we have to get there first in order for us to be happy. But in fact, if someone apply the teaching of the Buddha properly, okay, that person can be happy now, in this very moment, in this very lifetime, on a day-to-day basis. Happiness is considered both means and ends in Buddhism. Whether you are monks, whether you are a lay person, if you apply the teaching properly to yourself, then you can be happy. The thing is, everyone wants to be success and wants to be happy, but happiness cannot just happen by itself. Achieving Nibbana cannot just accidentally happen to anybody. So we need to train ourselves, we need to develop ourselves, we need to transform ourselves in order for us to be happy, even on a small happiness or a day-to-day happiness. We need to develop ourselves. We need some sort of education, we need some sort of knowledge. Then we apply that knowledge that help us to transform ourselves, help us to be happy. Or if you're already happy, you can be happier, because there are many layers of happiness taught by the Buddha himself. So today we will kind of stay with the practical side of self-development, of transforming ourselves through something called the keystone habits. And what is habit anyway? As you may know, okay, habit is, it's a repetitive action, something that we do without thinking, we do automatically. It's like an autopilot. We do things without thinking. For example, brushing your teeth. Okay, we never thought of how to brush our teeth. We just brushing our teeth. Okay, taking shower, or ride the bicycle, or getting dressed, having coffee, the way we walk, the way we talk, the way we do things, If you pay attention closely, you maybe notice that habit is something that run our life. We do things because habits. The thing is, there are good habits and bad habits. For those people who have more good habit than bad habit, and then lucky you, right? Your life is on your way to be success and happy. Much better than people who have more bad habit than good habits. And that's the topic that Luang Pi would like to share with you today. For us to erase bad habit, it seems difficult task, or it seems impossible. But the good news is, scientists notice that if you cultivate or create something called a keystone habit, only a few of them, it will automatically kind of help you to adjust the whole bad behavior together along with the good behavior or the good habit that you are planning to cultivate. Just find a few good keystone habits. And what are those keystone habits? The Buddha teaches us that human being, we composed of 2 things, body and the mind. So we have to pay attention to these 2 elements. The habit that allow the body to be healthy, okay, to live well, and the habit that help the mind to be at peace and to be happy. So these 2 things we need to keep this information in mind. There are two kind of habits that we can observe. The first kind of habit is called general habit. General habits, just like I said, anything, you name it, okay? The way you eat, the way you talk, the way you walk, the way you dress, pretty much anything that we can observe, or if we cannot observe, people can observe, what we do, and that's become our habit. Oh, this person speaks too fast, this person is quiet, and this person is open-minded, this person is close-minded, something like that. So it can be observed and noticeable. Another kind of habit is called a refined habit. Refined habit is, again, difficult to observe. It's dealing with our attitude, our way of thinking, okay? For example, some people may have a negative mind or negative thinking all the time, or making quick judgment on others all the time, or listen to people but never accept people's opinion, okay? And that's something called the refined habit that reside inside of human mind, okay? The way we think, the way we look at things around us. And these are some good and bad habits. This is very common. Everyone seems to know and seem to understand it. And let's see if you may have some of these habits in yourself. Okay, good habit on the yellow side. Okay, being on time, do it now. Okay, eat healthy diet, eat good food, positive thinking, open-minded, or being diligent. Always make yourself helpful and useful for others. Find a way to help people all the time. But for the bad habits, for example, always late, don't respect people's time. Okay, instead of do it now, I'll do it later. Okay, tend to be a procrastination person, and enjoy a lot of unhealthy food. Okay, drinking or smoking or things like that, and have negative thinking toward others, including your own self. Okay, if things happen, always look at the negative side first instead of positive side. And close-minded, okay, never accept someone else's opinion easily, and being lazy. Okay, as you can see, habit can be good habit, can be bad habit, but we want to have more good habit than bad habits, and that's this is the way that can help us to transform ourselves to be a better person, to be happier, okay, to be more successful in life. And that's the idea of having good habit. So what are the 6 keystone habits that Luang Pi would like to share with you today? As if you look at the screen, you may notice that there are 6 of them. Start from the first one. Go to bed on time. Okay, that's very easy, right? Go to bed on time. And second one is, after you go to bed on time, the second habit I would like encourage everyone to practice is to wake up early. Go to bed on time, wake up early. And then the third one is exercise regularly. Create that habit to exercise every day. Number 4 is moderate in eating, or healthy eating habits. Okay, eat something good instead of something bad for your health. And number 5 is keep things clean and organized, and tidy all the time. And the last one is the habit of meditation. Practice meditation every single day. So these are the 6 elements, or the 6 keystone habits that will help you to transform your life as a whole. Start from number 1. The first keystone habits is go to bed on time. Okay, many of us, we set alarm clock to wake up in the morning. So because we have things to do, so we set alarm clock to wake us up every single day. But how many people in the world actually set alarm clock to tell yourself or to remind yourself, hey, it's time to go to bed? Maybe not many, right? This is something very interesting that I would like to share with you today. Okay, we know that there are 3 pillars for us to live healthy life. The first one is eat good food. Second one is exercise, and the third one is having good enough rest. Basically, sleep well. Okay, 3 things. Now we know that these 3 things help us, to live good life. We know how to exercise. We know how to eat good food. But how many people actually know how to sleep properly? How to sleep correctly? And that's something a lot of people tend to overlook the importance of sleep. Going to bed on time is very important. Why? Because our body likes or love routine. It loves routine. It loves to go to bed on time, wake up on time, eat on time, exercise on time, do the work on time. Not opposite. If you do things here and there, today wake up early, tomorrow wake up late. Today eat 7 o'clock as a breakfast, another day eat 6 o'clock, another day 8 o'clock. 5 times a day, sometimes eat 2 meals a day. Sometimes go to bed at 9, sometimes go to bed at midnight, and another day go to bed at 8 p.m. If you keep doing this, you will destroy your whole body system. The body doesn't like that. The body likes to stick with the routine. Get up, what time to go to bed, what time you will wake up, what time you will be eating breakfast, what time you will be eating lunch, and what time you will be eating dinner, what time you will be exercising. So it likes that. It likes to be that way. In order for the body to continue function properly and most effectively, the body loves routine, because our internal organ, it has something called the biological clock. Okay, biological clock, it works according to, it has own time to work and it has own time to rest. For example, our liver. Okay, liver is in the internal organs. The liver, according to the doctor's suggestion, liver work best between 1 to 3 a.m. in the morning. 1 to 3 a.m. in the morning, and its main function is to help us to take care of, to get rid of the toxin in the body, and it works best during that time. If you don't go to bed or if you don't sleep during that time, okay, it disturbs the functionality of the liver, so it cannot function well. So we have to kind of aware and understand how each organ works and when it works best and when it should be resting in order to maintain a good physical health. So we need to know that. And the thing is that, in the US, I checked from the statistic, they said 1/3 of young adult Americans, okay, have run into what we call lack of enough good sleep. 1/3 of American people, and in the developed country, statistics reveal that 2/3 of people in developed country run into the same problem. They have insufficient rest. They don't have good rest on a daily basis, and that causes a lot of problem, health problem, workplace problem, relationship problem, economic problem. It's become the world, most, maybe one of the most serious issue now that we are facing in this 21st century, that people are lacking of enough sleep on a daily basis. When was the last time you have fully rest 7 to 8 hours without setting alarm clock and you wake up so fresh, so energetic? Do you have that experience every day or every time that you wake up? Or when was the last time you had that kind of experience? Okay, so sleep related problem, it's become common now. We need to be aware of that, and that is why to fix this problem, going to bed on time is recommended. To cultivate as a habit, going to bed on time. What is the best time to going to bed? So each people have different behavior, different characteristics. Some people work late, some people work early. Okay, you have to make sure that you know yourself, you know the best time for you to go to rest, and set that time aside, at least 7 to 8 hours, to have good deep sleep. I emphasize that, good deep sleep, 7 to 8 hours, no exception. Male, female, teenager or adult or elderly people, we need 7 to 8 hours every single day for the rest of our life, and that's recommendation from the scientists. I don't know if you have heard of this new international bestseller books, okay, written by Professor Matthew Walker, Why We Sleep. Okay, if not, I think it's worth it, to grab one of these and have on your own and study about the importance of sleeping. Okay, I myself learned a lot from this book as well. There's so many things that we don't know about sleeping, such as why we dream, what the benefit of dreaming, what the main purpose of human being going to bed. So the book said, this the body needs at least 7 to 9 hours every single day, no matter who you are. Okay? The thing is, after we reach the age 30, we tend to lose the ability to have good sleeping when we get to the 30 years old. And that's why the older people tend to sleep less and less, and then they wake up early. And that is abnormal. This is something that we think this is normal, but in fact scientists said no. No matter who you are, no matter what age you are, you still need to maintain 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep every day in order for you to live long, in order for everything in your body to function properly. The immune system, the balance of the body chemical. So we need 7 to 9 hours sleep every single day. And when we go to bed, sleeping in that hour, that good hour, 7 to 8 hours, it helps us to have a good memory. It helps us to heal or delete emotional trauma, something that we don't want to keep. It happens when we sleep. This is very interesting. Okay, and obviously, statistics show that, evidently they show that lacking of sleep can generate a negative impact on our body as a whole. Okay, the risk of obesity, diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease, stroke, or even cancer and Alzheimer. If you don't have good deep sleep, 7 to 9 hours a day, in the long run, this thing will happen. Okay, it destroys your health. Okay, and the book also suggests that napping during the day is good. Okay, 15-30 minutes is good, but please do not take a nap after 3 p.m. because then you don't want to fall asleep at night if you sleep after 3 p.m. But you can take a nap before that. Okay, so check it out. I find this book very useful. And the second keystone habit is, after we have good rest, we go to bed on time. I myself, and most of the Buddhist monks that we live together here, we go to bed before 10 o'clock, sometimes 9:30, and we wake up before 5 o'clock, around 4:30. So altogether we have at least 7 hours fully rest from 10 to 5. So you can look at this, timing. If you go to bed at 10, you wake up at 5, you get 7 hours. So I go to bed very on time. And in the past 10 years, I noticed myself that, hey, going to bed on time is very useful. It's very good habit, because at 9:45, I usually start falling asleep. And by 10:15, I easily, going to bed, without any effort. I just sleep and wake up again at 4:30 in the morning automatically. And very rare that I had a dream. It's very deep sleep. It become a habit now of going to bed at that time, and the body aware of that. At 9:45, things start to shutting down, things start to rest. Okay, the body tells me that, hey, it's time to go to bed. Turn off computers, wash your face, brush your teeth, and then get ready for bedtime. And then it allow me to wake up fresh early in the morning. Okay, for the lay people, again, you can adjust the timing that works best for you. Okay, like Benjamin Franklin said, early to bed and early to rise make a man healthy and wealthy and wise. I believe it's true, and I couldn't agree more, because when you wake up early, your body just had fully rest, your brain is so fresh, it had a nice rest last night. So that's why when you wake up early, you are ready to do anything you want. As a student, you wake up early. When you study or read book, it helps you to memorize much better. If you are a business person, when you wake up early, 5 to 6, that 1 hour is your prime time to plan your business for the whole week, for the whole month, to figure something out, something that need critical thinking. This is the best time. So when you wake up early, you get that opportunity, because it's quiet, it's dark, and it's cool, and no one wakes up yet. It's just a perfect timing. So it gives you more energy and more productive. More idea, more creativity will come after you have a fully rest, and you have more time to do anything you want. You can go exercise, you can meditate, do the chanting, or you can prepare for the exam, you can prepare for your work today. It gives you plenty of time. You don't have to rush to work, and when you get to your office or get to school, you are so ready for whatever it need to be done, because you don't rush yourself. So some people may ask, what is early mean? What time is considered early? Okay, so I would say, to me, from my experience, from 4 to 6 a.m. in the morning is a good timing. Okay, but again, you don't have to follow this timing. You can adjust maybe from 5 to 7, okay, during that time, and try to adjust on that, okay, to see how it works, how it help you, to stay more energetic and stay happy for the rest of the day. Okay, so go to bed on time and wake up early. That's the first two keystone habit. And what is the next one? Number 3, exercise regularly. This is another habit that's very important. Okay, so I believe I don't need to explain how good of exercising, what benefit of exercising. Everyone seems to know that. Okay, the question is, even though we know exercising regularly is good, but how many people actually do that or create that kind of habit to keep yourself going back to exercise as a routine, on daily basis? Okay, or if not every day, maybe 3 days a week, maybe 5 days a week, that do something that you love to do, exercise something that you like to do, maybe go jogging, maybe go to the gym, maybe go swimming, or maybe taking a walk, or maybe ride the bicycle, whatever it is. Do you actually do this every day or a few days a week as your routine? If you do, happy for you. But if you don't, this is something you should consider, okay, to cultivate or create this kind of habit, because it's only benefit you. 30 minutes a day, okay, for a few days a week. When someone loves exercise, addicted to exercise, these people tend to pay closely to their physical health and well-being. So they will mindful about what they eat. They will not, over intoxicate themselves or drinking or smoking, because if they do that, they cannot exercise well. Okay, or maybe less party. Okay, instead of Friday night hang out with friends at the bar, he may go to the gym, exercise, and 1 hour, 2 hour exercising, go back, eat dinner, and go to bed. So you don't have to spend money on that, party or hanging out a lot. So it's another way of saving money as well. So you can find any kind of exercise that you feel comfortable, you feel easy, and then you feel good about it. Okay, 2 more. Moderate in eating. That's number 4 habit. Okay, eating. Okay. Eating is important, right? But a lot of disease happen because we don't eat it properly. We don't eat right. We have a wrong eating habits, and that's why a lot of people get sick because of eating wrong food or have unhealthy food. So the Buddha said, "Good health is wealth," and I believe it's true. Okay, in order for us to live longer, we need to be careful of what we eat. Okay, so eat less. Weight less can help us to live longer. That's according to the statistics, according to the scientists. And they also said that if you eat 40% less, it increases the lifespan for 30% more. Okay, this is quite interesting. Okay, so mindful of what you eat. As a monk, every time before we eat breakfast and lunch, we will reflect on what we eat first. We will remind ourselves who we are. We will remind ourselves what we are about to eat. So we will be mindfully of what we eat, and that's the Vinaya, and that's the rule that we must observe, we must follow. Not just eat whatever it is. We eat because the body get hungry every single day. So we eat to kill that hunger, so we can have energy to continue our practice, to remain fresh all day. We don't eat for fun. We don't eat to beautify our body. We don't eat because we're addicted to the taste of the food. The Buddha himself eat 1 meal a day. And number 5, keep things clean and tidy. This is something also good habits that recommended. Okay, you can find a lot of research that mention about positive energy when you surrounded by good environments. If you stay in the unclean and unorganized environments, it will affect your mind. You will have less productive, less creativity. Okay, and another interesting thing is that one of the research done that they said messy home. Okay, when you live in the messy home, or maybe include the messy office, people who live in that environment will tend to run into conflict more often, will have procrastination habit, because you couldn't find anything you want, you misplace things all the time, you don't know how much thing that have left, and then it's always create conflicts. So this is very important for us to live in a good environment by keeping things clean and organized. Okay, and the last one, meditate daily. Okay, because why? Like I said, the mind need to be clean. Okay, in one day, we think of more than 60,000 story per day. That's a lot of thinking, and most of the thinking that we think are negative thinking. So it is important for us to find time to shower our mind, find time to meditate, find time to empty the garbage bin in our mind, so the mind can remain fresh and remain clean all the time. So give yourself 15-30 minutes a day to meditate, and that's very important, because the trained mind brings happiness. That means an untrained mind brings suffering. This is opposite. Okay, so simple is that. So this is the last one. You may be wondering how to create good habits, Long P. Okay, I give you a 3S formula. Okay, very simple. 3S composed of single, simple, and small. In order for someone to create a good habit or create a new habit, it usually take 21 days at least, maybe 1 month. Okay, pick one habit. Don't just go ahead and create many habits at the same time. Pick one habit, just single, one item, one habit at a time, and keep it simple and make it small. For example, if you never meditate before and you want to create the habit of meditation every day, so pick the meditation technique that you feel simple. Okay, maybe sitting, maybe walking, whatever it is, maybe breathing meditation. Keep it simple and keep it small by don't just force yourself to sit 1 hour every day. Maybe it's too much, and then you will get bored, you get no result, and then you quit. So maybe start from 5 minutes, maybe start from 10 minutes, whatever make you feel comfortable, whatever you feel easy. So keep it simple, keep it small, and then move to another habit. And these 6 habits will help you to transform both body and mind. Okay, meditation and keep things tidy, work on the mind part, but the rest, okay, go to bed, wake up early, exercise and eat good food, work on the body part. So when your body and mind is healthy, you are unstoppable. You can enjoy life whatever you want to do, okay, more effectively. So with that, I'm done for today. Okay, so wish everyone maybe have a motivation or inspiration to cultivate good habits, so you can have good lives, you can be happier and success on whatever you do.